Hello there, and welcome back. I'm Karen Del Maestro, your self-care coach, breast cancer, BRCA2 thriver. Welcome, and thank you for joining me here for these 30 days of energy boosting tips. And today we are already on day 17, and we are talking about how sometimes we need to change what we're thinking about in order to be able to boost our energy. What do I mean by that? Well, you may have found that it is super easy to be focusing on what's going wrong, right? Or what we don't have, or how we're stressed and drained. And I invite you, in fact, to think about, how does this make you feel energy-wise, right? Is it making you feel like you've got tons of energy, or is it pulling you down? My guess is it's pulling you down, right? I've noticed in my life, when this is negative up here, it pulls me down, right? It makes me more anxious, more stressed out, more overwhelmed, more depressed, right? And more tired, more drained. Now, it is not unusual on this journey. And I'm not saying, please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that we have to focus on just positive thoughts. It's really crucially important that we acknowledge how we feel, that we value how we feel, and that we deal with our emotions. That is so important. I'm not saying that we numb ourselves to it, or we push it down, or we don't acknowledge it. It's crucially important that we do, okay? And you deserve that. But it's when we get stuck in this cycle, when it's being repeated all the time, right? And you may find yourself saying things like, why me? Why did I get sick? Why? Why did this happen to me? And then why did the trickle down effect of our breast cancer journey, why did all of that then happen to me, right? That can be really easy to get stuck in. The fear of, am I going to get sick again? Right? That can follow you around, and it's really heavy. That's heavy to carry, right? Super, super heavy. You may find yourself asking, when am I going to feel normal again? I don't feel normal. This isn't me. This isn't right. This is not how I feel. I just want to feel normal again. Again, can you sense the negative tone? I'm not saying that you don't ever ask these questions. I think it's very normal. And, with the hundreds of survivors that I've worked with, I hear these questions a lot. I really do, right? I also hear things like, why does nobody get it? Like, isn't it obvious? I'm drained, I'm exhausted, I'm sucked dry. Asking, why do they just expect me to just be able to pop up and get on with what I did before? And that can be a huge source of frustration and aggravation. And this is why it's so important to have a support system of people who do actually get it. And to be frank, I think it's really difficult to understand this journey unless you have been through it, which is why I wanted to really direct my coaching practice to working with women like you, working with survivors, because I do get it. I've been on my own journey. It's different to yours, no doubt, but there are similarities. There are similarities amongst all of us, and how we think about some things can be very, very similar. And another thing that you hear all the time is that I hate my body. I feel and look so disfigured. Okay. Again, this journey, for lack of a better word, and I'm sorry if that's a word that you find offensive. I don't mean it to be offensive, but I do find, for me, it's a journey, right? There is the beginning, the diagnosis, we go through a treatment, and then after treatment, the journey continues, right, towards our best life, if that's what we're choosing. That's what I want from you. I want you to create this life. Oh my gosh, I get butterflies in my heart, like when I think about it, right? Because I know what's possible for you if that's what you choose. We don't have to go back to what was before. We get to make choices. And sometimes these traumas that we go through are the perfect opportunities to look at things differently, perhaps in ways that you've never had the chance to look at them before. and to make shifts and changes. But it's also a time sometimes where we need that guidance and support to be able to do so. You may be there thinking, you know, I don't want to think like this. I don't want to think so negatively, but I don't know how to do it differently. And I don't have a support system and the right people that I can talk to and express myself. So we end up carrying all of this on our own. My friend, lighten the load. Lighten the load. Share it. Get into the Healthy Living After Breast Cancer Facebook community. Come join us. It's a free tribe. You get me popping in there all the time. You get other survivors. And then, of course, you also have the option to work with me in another way, shape, or form. Look out. There's going to be a great, fantastic, I'm so excited for it, free workshop at the end of October. If you're watching this recorded, I'm recording it in October of 2021. So there's going to be a great workshop at the end of this month just for you guys on how to reclaim your energy after breast cancer. So today's tip, right, for having these negative thoughts, how do we deal with that? Well, it's not a one and done answer. I wish it were. But one of the things that I have found to be super helpful, both for myself and my clients, is writing down things that we're grateful for. Now, I do encourage here a sense of authenticity, right? Don't fake it. Like, really think about, what are you grateful for? Are you grateful to still be alive? I am. It's a very big reality for all of us, right? You may be grateful for certain people in your life. You may be grateful for your body, and I encourage that to always be one. You may be grateful for something that's happened throughout the day, where somebody made you laugh and you felt lighter for just a few seconds, right? So when we write down what we're grateful for, it helps to flip that switch in our brain from being all down and negative into something more positive. And gratitude is always a great way to go for that. It really is. And so you may want to do it at nighttime before bed. I love that. I think it helps to get the stress of the day out of our bodies, out of our minds, and start to focus on positive things. Another great time is first thing in the morning, priming your brain for positivity as the day goes on. So you choose, right? And you may say to me, Karen, really having to write something down? Here's the thing, right? Science has proven that when we write something down, and it can be 3 words, it doesn't have to be long, grammatically correct sentences, but science has proven that when we write things down, it has a bigger impact. It's almost like the imprint on our brain is bigger, because not only are we thinking it, we're writing it, we're seeing it, and those things actually help our brain process those things. So I'm going to encourage you to write them down. Okay, have a little journal next to your coffee pot for if you want to do it in the morning, or your teapot next to your bed if you're going to do it at night. Maybe you need to do it in the middle of the day to like bring yourself back. If you find that anxiety is going or stress is going, bring yourself back. These are easy tools that we get to invite in whenever we need them. But by doing that, we're helping to release the weight, that negativity, feel lighter and more energized. That's how it works. Okay. So I invite you to try this. Don't knock it. Don't knock it till you've tried it, right? The question is what you're doing right now, is the way that you're thinking right now, is it working for you? Is it serving you? Is it giving you energy, or is it draining you? Get honest with yourself. Get real. Because until you know, I'm not in your body. I don't know how you feel. All I know is me. That's why I don't judge, and I can't judge. I'm not walking your path. I haven't lived your life. I haven't lived your traumas. I haven't lived any of that. That's why this is always going to be a safe, judgment-free zone. Same way I hope that you don't judge me for my journey or my choices. Right? That's what I want in life, is this beautiful community where there's no judgment, just acceptance and love and support. Okay? If you have not yet grabbed your calendar, don't forget to do so. There'll be a link under this video. And I will see you tomorrow for day 18 already. Day 18. Start looking out for registration for the Reclaim Your Get Up and Go After Breast Cancer workshop. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Have an amazing day.